Hey Tankers, Bonsai Duck here. Today we are in my Lansen C Tier 8 Swedish Premium Medium. We are on Erlenberg in an assault in a 357 Tier 8, Tier 7, Tier 6 game. This is a perfect match for this tank. It's kind of based off the Leo armor and body style, with a nice 105 millimeter gun. I've seen a lot of reviews on the Lansen. I haven't really played it enough to definitively come up with my thoughts on it, and I generally don't tend to do tank reviews. But I'll give you my thoughts on a tank. I'll tell you what I think about tanks. Obviously, I'm a very a medium-oriented player, medium and lights. I do play heavies and TDs, obviously, and I even have a couple RD in the garage. But I tend to spend a lot of time playing mediums. I like their ability, their speed, maneuverability, the fact that I can get in there, do some damage, take some if I need to. But accuracy, spotting, stuff like that. Whereas with lights, you're pretty much at you can get in there and do some spotting and sometimes do some pretty good damage, but you are so thin skinned that it's not going to take much to take you out. So I digress. Anyway, so I have a couple games that I'm going to put up here for my Lansen. I think I look at this as more of a slow light. It's a fast medium. More of a heavy light is how I tend to play it. Fairly good view range. I'm just running optics in this. I suppose if I were to put in some binos, it'd be even better. My crew is not fully skilled yet. I think my commander is one of the female players, so it's got a couple of skills, whereas everybody else is still working on their first skill set, I believe. So I don't have it fully pimped out to say, but if you play it right, it's got good gun depression. So it's a good hold down fighter. The turret will actually bounce some stuff. I think I've even bounced a T95 shot in this thing. So all in all, not a bad tank. Is it worth going out and buying? I don't know. I got the cheap version, the baseline model, and then did my own work on it. So it was worth it for me. But that would I'm not going to tell you whether it's worth it to go out and buy a tank. Other than the Type 59, if you can get a hold of that, then get a hold of that. But it's up to you. So anyway, we spawned over here. We're in a attack. It's an assault mode map. We're on the attacking side. I spawned in the south side, and I'm heading over here to the west side. My original plan was to kind of play up in this hill area, but they put these houses here, which really kind of take away any ability to shoot down here, which I know, trying to balance out the map. That's why they did that. But so I start off over here, but then I quickly changed my mind. So let's go. So like I said, I was coming over here to get into these bushes, and kind of use this as a spotting area. But these houses here have really taken away the ability to catch tanks in the open. Our S2 is moving into the city. We have a Soma moving into the city along with the KV-85. I see I got a Dicker Max, an LKV, and an Easy 2, and a 152, and a Skoda T25 all coming over to help me, which is good because we're going to be able to work this side very well here in just a little bit. So I decided I'm going to push. And at this point, it's all or nothing. You cannot change your mind here. I mean, this is probably the last time I can change my mind and actually either head over here and go up in this area or duck over here. But once I commit here, which is what I'm going to do, especially with that Pantera right there, I'm fully committed and I got to go for it. So here we go. There's Pantera. I put a shot in just to distract him. I take one from him and boom, in the water. Now I didn't even see the 3485 over there, but I come over here at this point where I can see them and then they can probably pretty much see me. But if I play this right, I can stay fairly hull down. use my gun depression and keep these guys busy, allowing my team, my helpers over here, to come in and we can kind of swarm them. So it works out well, and that way I'm also not being spotted from whoever's hiding over here, which allows the TDs that are over in this area to get shots on me. So here we go. So I'm just using the water here. Put a nice shot into 3485. And now I've got them on the ropes. Alright, these guys are starting to be pushed from two different areas. There's a shot into the Pantera. And I was zooming in on those guys. I was just in my free camera mode. So now I'm just working this little ridge here, along with this gun depression. And there goes the Pantera from the 152. Alright, the 3485 is over here, and and the 152 is taken out by what's that? Oh, a 122.44. So obviously there's a TD over there. Yep, there he is. He's lit up. And there's a tracking and damage shot on the 3485. And now he's down. So at this point, moving up, using the rock to, hide me. I'm not sure if there's anything in these trees, so that's why I'm being so cautious. Alright, our 71 and our Dicker Max are now working on supporting the city. I know that 122.44 is over there, so I've got to take him. I'm moving up slowly, trying not to knock down any trees. Just moving up through the bushes. See if I can light anything up here. The 71, he's the guy I need out there in front, so that he can light things up. Easy 2 is coming across the water now. The E2, it's the Easy 8. I don't know why I call it the Easy 2. There goes the 71, doing his spotting duty. And he spots the 152, who annihilates the 71. So I take a shot and I move in low. The E2, he puts a shot on the 152, and the 152 is now down. Thanks to the Dicker Max. So that leaves a 243 over here. So again, here's the gun depression. Alright. So there's the gun depression. So you can use that to your advantage. I mean, I think it's got 10 degrees if I remember correctly. So you can really use that gun depression to just kind of poke up and shoot it. And that's one of the good things about this tank. The gun does seem a little derpy at times. So, but anyway, we got T-43 over there. Put a little hurt on him. Push around this way. And what is that? Scorpion. And I bounce his. So there we go. Bounce a shot from a Scorpion. Now there's the 122.44. So again, coming up here, using this gun depression, put a little bit of hurt onto the 122. A 208 penetration with 320 alpha on an AP. That'll put some pain on you. 242 with the APCR. Okay, so already knows where I'm at. Try to stay low. There's the 43 again, and he's obviously FK. So we'll put a little bit of hurt on him, and he's down. So now I got to get this Scorpion. And I'm letting everybody know that he's there, because I'm gonna. If I light him up, I want that E2 and that Dicker Max to let him have it. If I die in vain, guys, avenge me. So I was just slowly pushing up. I know he's around here somewhere. And there he is. He didn't spot me. And now I think he's decided he's just going to charge me. And he does. Put a little hurt on him. Take a shot from him. The E2 puts some pain into him. And at this point, there you go. Now he's down. Alright. Dicker Max finally finished him off. So again, working as a team, I lit, got a shot into him. The other two tanks got a shot into him, and they were able to. And at this point, I totally lost control of my tank, and I was like, "Whoa!" So trying to stay up, having a good game. I didn't want to die this way, uh, but I got zoomed in and wasn't paying attention to the terrain. Fell off the side. All right, so we've got what is that? Looks like an LTG. There's a Hellcat out there somewhere. Of course, another Artie. Moving in, there's the Hellcat. Suma's got a shot on him, and he takes care of the Hellcat. There's the LTG. Can't get a shot on him. Go ahead and come across the water here. I'm on base, so at least he already knows that one of us is on base. Drive on through because it's clean up an aisle 5, so there's no sense in capping. And really, just as a word to the wise, when your team is obviously winning, and it's just clean up on aisle 5, don't go cap it out. I mean, unless I suppose if you have a mission that requires that, there is one. If you're in a heavy tank, you have to participate in a successful capture of the base or defend yours or something. I can understand that. But I was in a game where there was only 2 tanks left, and we were closing in on them, and the guys capped it out. And I was just like, God, we could have finished this, and I could have had a top gun. Okay, little rant over. Anyway, so I'm pushing in on where we think the Artie's at, and there he is, and he's done, and that's a win. So anyway, Lansen C, Master Second Class, some other bling, Confederate, 1,104, 104,109 in credits, 4,108 experience. Team-wise, not too bad. I did 3,418 in damage, no kills, 1,053 in base experience, 13 shots, 11 hits, 11 pens. 692 from 300 meters. I blocked 490, but I assisted with 1,093. Made some good credits. I wasn't running any personal reserves at this time, at least not in the money wise. I was on the experience because I was grinding tanks. So 2 times. It was a 2 times win. So still 4,108 in the experience. So base thoughts on the Lansen C. If you can use the gun depression, stay hull down. It's a nice tank. Let the 105 aim in because it does seem to be a little derpy. It's not going to penetrate a lot or everything, but it'll penetrate a lot. And if you can get into the squishy part of a tank, you can put some hurt there. So anyway, that's one of my Lansen C battles on Erlenberg in the assault mode. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Keep up the support. We greatly appreciate it. Keep those videos coming. This is Bonsai Duck out.